is the Red Zone.
Hey Cardinals, it's your guest Alyssa. Today is Wednesday, May 1st, 2024. Wednesday's lunch is hot dogs with chips. GSA meets in room 211 from 2:30 to 3:30 today. We welcome a guest speaker, bring a friend, save the date, all-inclusive prom, June 7th, 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. Questions, please see Ms. Johnston, room 215. Please join your Cardinal boys volleyball team as we raise money to support the Taylor family on May 2nd during our final home game against Anoka High School. All ticket sales will be donated as our small way of showing support for JT and his family during this trying time. Entry is $5 and cash only for admission. Ticket sales begin at 4:30 p.m. We will also be recognizing our senior players and managers as well as having our youth teams from CRMS join us. We're hoping we will see many familiar faces to thank our seniors, welcome our youth, and raise money for a fellow member of the Cardinal community. Interested in summer driver education classes? Sign up start April 17th and end May 17th. Thursday's lunch, barbecue meatballs. And it's a great day to be Cardinal.
Spring has sprung, so it's time to point out the teams to watch. Everyone's happy to face things off, so celebrate with us as we start to preview the season. And remember, like Morris Day saying, do the bird. Sports Night is next.
The boys' golf team is working hard to shave strokes off their scores, and Coach Tom Brugers sees this every day.
Our kids work really hard. They are constantly showing up at the golf course in the evenings to work on their game. They're coming here on the weekends. I mean, this year the courses were open in January and February, and we had guys who were out here playing then.
And this hard work and investment and improvement ties directly into lowering scores for these golfers.
I'm practicing daily for that's hours on hours coming out here on the course just to lower our score. And
I think focusing on improving. I think we want more closer numbers. In the past we've had usually a few guys shoot low, and then it's like, we have a couple big scores that we have to take anyways. But if we can have an overall core where everyone's, doing at least okay on average and not having like massive scores, then we can definitely do better and improve.
Practicing and putting in the time is important in any sport, and it's one factor in future success. But success has other qualities that Brugers and his captains talked about.
Having kids who are working hard every day and doing all the right things, that's number one, right? And we have that. We have good kids who are doing well in the classroom. They are showing up to the golf course, they're putting in their time, and they really like being around each other. So I think, to me, that's real big. If we have that, then it's a successful golf season. In addition to that, I think obviously we want to compete and do well. Seeing our scores improve from one match to the other or 1 week to the other, and those are the things we can control.
DeVries and Berg also see success in terms of scores and team culture.
we're about 8 out of like 15 teams during tournaments. I feel like we could jump up to about 5 or 6 depending on how much we practice out here.
It's not really based around scores. I mean, so far this year, our scores are definitely way better. But I think it's getting the younger guys more into it. I know we have a really, a good group of young guys this season. So I think a successful season this year would be building them up and having them be more comfortable.
I like to see a top 5 placement. That would really boost the ego.
The girls' golf team has new golfers and a focus on building the team from the ground up this season. Coach Chad Keeney likes where the group is heading.
So far, so good. Actually, it's a good group of kids to be working with. 6 are new to the game. So we're kind of getting to work on the mechanics and introduce them just to everything that golf can teach you and that you can take away from the sport is really kind of neat. And they're willing to stick with it and show a little intestinal grit. So it's pretty cool.
This grit ties into the goals this team is reaching for, and Captain Sophia Meyer and Anna Kelly commented on how confidence is fueling improvement.
I see them improving in their confidence and just their ability to step out and be ready to hit, whether they have good scores or bad scores. Their confidence have been able to stay pretty good, and just been able to be like, enjoy the matches, not get too much in their head.
I think some good individual goals for this season is, again, just improving with every round, improving with every shot, really practicing and like working towards getting better, but also having a fun time. I love coming out here and golfing, being outside, but the main thing that brings me back to golf every year is just the community that we have here and like the friendships that we make.
Success in golf comes with practice and learning the game, and this coach and the players know growth takes time and effort.
In the past couple years, we've been a little bit lower in the standings than we really like being. This year and next, I'm hoping we can maybe crack the top 10, but we'll see. It's a tough conference, 14 teams, and they're all relatively solid. So our scores this spring so far have been a little bit higher than we want them to be, but we're learning so much about the game and about ourselves that I'm feeling good about the next 3-4 weeks because it's a short season. But I think we'll make some pretty big gains.
Mainly just improvement, being able to improve based on your scores and your swings. Doesn't necessarily have to be a certain number or goal, but as long as it's able to be improvement and you're able to have fun.
I think a successful season is everyone just really growing personally. Again, golf is really about you and you're kind of playing against yourself. So I think just everyone walking away from this season feeling confident and ready to come back next year even stronger.
Well, a whole lot about life as far as patience, dealing with frustration, failing forward, having kind of a short-term memory as far as the bad swings and knowing that the next swing could turn everything around and will likely turn everything around. So that optimistic approach is kind of, if you take that to the rest of